Hey yo, $5 Friday. You're in Uncle JoJo's house. Dollar Day lottery scratching. Got us some money rush. Someone at the gas station I go to every morning won 20 grand on this about a month ago. Wish it was me. Anyway, tough week for Zennials. Gonna say that's my sub generation there between Generation X and Millennials. Never really understood why 80s kids and up, that generation were called millennials. I would think that would be more like my niece's generation. She just turned 25, was born in the year 2000, around that time, but whatever. I don't make the stuff up. But we didn't win anything in the quick wins there. Anyway, I looked into going to Ozzy Osbourne's last show with Black Sabbath, but it was expensive. I think just the plane ticket to get over there was going to be $2,000. Just not something and then who knows how much the ticket for the show was. I imagine you'd have to get it on StubHub for $15,000 or something. I never really looked. I kind of stopped looking after I saw the airplane ticket price. But I know there was a guy in Burlington that went over there, and a reporter up there in Burlington's going to be doing a story with him, so that'll be fun. Anyway, I don't know how I started to like Black Sabbath. I know my dad was a huge fan, and I really get my musical taste, I think, from him and my mom. Just really liked it as a young teenager in the teenage years. And first time I saw Ozzy in concert was 97 at Ozfest. It was the last concert for Black Sabbath, the last tour. Gonna be the last tour ever for Black Sabbath. This is it after this one. Ozfest 97. 12 hours of music. I remember Power Man 5000 started the show, and then Black Sabbath ended it, and just tons of musicians in between, bands I can't even remember now. I know that was a show where Marilyn Manson was supposed to play. I've seen him twice now, since then, but that was when he was like a big deal, and Satan incarnate on earth. So the rumor was, I don't know if it's true, that they actually paid Marilyn Manson to not play in St. Louis at that show. Never really confirmed that. Didn't have the internet then. I guess I could look it up now. But that was an urban legend. Well, we lost on that. No 20 grand for me. Anyway, I've seen that was a great show. And then the loudest concert I've ever been to was Ozzy. He was headlining, and Slash in the Snake Pit or whatever was opening. Man, that was loud. There's this chick next to me all night, dancing around, slapping me in the face with her giant ponytail, which is rather uncomfortable. But still a good show. I don't remember much more about it than that. And then the last time I saw him was the last time Black Sabbath was ever going to play together. Does that sound familiar? In 2016, I believe it was, up in Chicago. That was a really good show. I don't remember who opened. Chad, if you can tell me in the comments. I really enjoyed that show. Hey, we could win $20 here. You got to get 3 like amounts. Or if you get a wild, you get double the price. So let's get a wild under here and get $40. No, man. I played this. This is my 12th time playing this ticket. And I have not won once. I'm keeping track of this one. Anyway, that was a great show. And then he did his last show, a few weeks ago, and then he died this week. I guess he was like, well, That's all I can do. I did my last show, my real last show this time. $2? Hey, we might get $2. Let's go to Wild and get $4. We have a winner on this anyway, but still underwater on the night. So anyway, I was pretty sad about that, and I know, he had his problems throughout the years of domestic abuse and whatever. I was talking with one of my friends about that, but I love Black Sabbath, and we'll miss Ozzy. I never watched the Osbournes or whatever the hell it was called. Had no interest in that, no interest in reality shows like that. And then, was it the next day? Hulk Hogan died. Like, wow, what is going on? I was never really a Hogan fan. I always liked Macho Man way better than Hogan. And then with all the racism and whatnot, But I did enjoy the NWO. Those were some good years. But I really like Nash and Hall more in that than Hogan. But Hogan, helped found it. So that was a good time in the late 90s, early 2000s for wrestling. So yeah, bummer. And Chuck Mangione died, so Hank Hill's probably pretty sad about that. If you don't get that reference, I'm sorry for you. But speaking of time, it's 6.5 minutes in this video. I try to keep them at 5 so I don't bore you, but man, my watch hours are gone. So watch this whole video. Well, you now know. You wouldn't know at the beginning. Maybe I'll tell you at the beginning. Anyway, 7 minutes. I got to go get my pizza. Got Little Caesars. I don't know why, because it always gives me horrible heartburn, but it's pretty good. Have a good weekend, everybody.